Hello everyone, this is MaffumanCasting with the StarCraft Star Battle. This is a 6-on-6 ship action game starring Kino. Kino's going to come on in there. He has laser batteries at 8 range, longbow missiles at 9, and a little bit of money left over for laser batteries at 2. And then we have Bob. Bob's going to come on in there, 1.71 speed, more range and wraiths to farm. Get OSC, going to come on in there, 1.71 speed, has a little bit of money for range and missiles and, laser batteries, 1 upgrade each. MaffumanCasting, going to be 1.71 speed and has the range as well on all of these. Had $25 left and put them into acid spores, making a nice even 200. Looks like Molo is going to be there with interceptors at 6 upgrades, 24 damage each, and against them they're going to have Papa Smurf just kind of hiding around the rocks and has the blink. Should be perfectly safe from MaffumanCasting. Doesn't have any Scourge or anything like that, and even with them, Papa Smurf possibly could have escaped from them. Nephilim, gonna be a Leviathan, has a little bit of money because he has 1.61 speed, tentacles, but had the evolve upgrades right there. Whenever he gets money, he can spend it whenever he's in field and not taking damage. Unlike everybody else, has to go back to base, either by warping or just slow walking it back. Merrick is going to be 1.71 speed, longbow missiles, range, and laser and no laser batteries right there, but does have warp already. So if he's farming, he can just warp back to base or all that. And it looks like we have Elon Musk. Elon Musk himself, 1.61 speed, put all of this money that he made from Tesla into some electric plasma shields right there. Upgrades at 5. When you put something at 5, it's basically as expensive as one or two speed can really take you, while spending all of your money. That's fantastic. And as a tank, he's extra tanky. Soul Shatter is going to use a plague on Get OSC. Get OSC doesn't have anything like Biosteel just yet. He could get it, that could be helpful, but in the very beginning, plague is almost a requirement for Overlords. It's not necessarily a requirement, but it's so good if you don't get it, it's like, I don't know why. We have Trigger as well. Trigger, 4 upgrades on the laser batteries to push up. Now, they're not very good against capital ships, but they are fantastic at farming, and they still do some damage. They do 16 damage. Looks like Nephilim's going to take all of these missiles right there and just make it back to base. Elon Musk came over to scare them off, but really just making a beeline back to base. Now, he does have 96 money. He didn't have to go back to base to heal, because he's also a Zerg ship. Will do that automatically. Kind of the trade-off of not having as high armor and not having shields is that you're a Zerg, the health, automatically heals if you're not taking damage. But you don't want to be taking damage from two missile boats right there, 1 frigate and 1 battle cruiser. Operational. We got Papa Smurf. Papa Smurf taking some damage. MaffumanCasting is going to, be still in the range. Papa Smurf did use that blink and is going to be attacked. We have Get OSC and Kino. Neither of them really have that many missiles, but they just have, quantity over quality right there. Is it going to be enough? Papa Smurf does have the blink, does use it right there. The interceptor is going to keep on flying and not be able to get him right there. Papa Smurf making it back to base, getting a little bit of trying to get a little bit of money left. He probably is going to take a little bit of damage if he stays there too long. However, here's the money train. He wants to be on that. He's going to make it back to base. So he has 170 to do that. Nephilim taking a bunch of damage. 1, 2, 3 ships right there. Possibly a 4th one if Bob wants to join him. He does. Just keeping on scare him, keeping on scare him. The turn radius of the Guardian is not very great, but he's going to try to shoot right there. Mayark is going to try to push away. However, there's not going to be quite enough. We got Nephilim making it back to base. 159. He could spend it on something. While that was happening, Elon Musk took a whole bunch of damage because he went for the 5 upgrades on his plasma shields. That makes the individual shields stronger. However, he doesn't have something like this thing right there, quantum reactor or recharge shield. Both of those are options, but not if you want to spend the 5 into shields. It's really just a trade-off. Both are helpful. You can only choose one in the very beginning. Limited amount of money, 225 to start. Looks like the red side is going to move on back. Relatively happy with their amount of money. We got an 884 from MaffumanCasting. We have Kano has 546, Get OSC 659, Molo 864, Trigger 609, Bob 1,000 money and still making some as the ships come in right there. Yes, Papa Smurf is there. I think the red side saw it. You can probably vaguely see him on the radar right there in the little mini map right there. However, when you see a Void Ray, you're like, well, I could attack, but if I catch it, I don't know, I might not. Especially with Blink at the very beginning, they didn't decide to do a little wild Void Ray chase. Looks like Mayer's going to find out the rocks are indeed solid, but while this is happening, this is the blue side's opportunity to farm. However, the red side is already relatively healed. GetOSC now has Nuke, and it looks like he also does have Biosteel. He's going to come around the side. He's super close. Nephilim doesn't know how the dangers that he's in. Has 10 armor, which is fantastic. 26 armor count for his 10 upgrades on it. Spent a bunch of money. It looks like these are the House Tempest being pushed back. Elon Musk trying to protect his babies right there. His little adopted babies. We got a Hardened Shield active. Great ability to use because there are so many missile boats, frigates, battle cruisers all over the place, that if you can reduce their missile damage to a maximum of 50, that's much better than they would be. Even in the very beginning of the game. 60 to start. So it's not as helpful as maybe later on in the game if the missiles themselves are doing 100 damage. However, it's still reducing it to some degree and sets you up really good to just have in your back pocket. Cost 50 energy, which is very little. Molo, charging up Malaysia right there, has the Plasma Barrage attacking Maersk. Maersk doesn't have any upgrades on his shields right now, and probably was quite confused why this carrier was turning into a giant gun to shoot him. It's an ability. It just it does channel you for a little bit of time. He's gonna get on back to base though. How much money does he have? He has 397. Looks like Nephilim trying to farm, trying to take up that money right there. He's not in super amount of danger, so he can try to do that. Molo is going to launch his gun. GetOSC is going to launch his nuke in base. If it hits him, it won't kill him, but it will just really damage him. Will this actually make it back to base? It does chase you for about 15 seconds, and will the 15 seconds? Nope, it does not. Makes it back to base. Wouldn't have died, but would have the splash damage would have been pretty monstrous right there. Looks like Soul Shatter is going to go in there. Has the 2 abilities. The Plague, the upgraded Plague, in fact, went from 1,200 damage, plus biological effects, to 1,600 damage, plus biological effects for only 50 extra energy. Usually pretty helpful to have. Looks like we have stealth mode from Papa Smurf, really trying to farm right there. Knows his team's at a slight farm disadvantage, and the entire red side is on his tail. In the mini map, let's see if we can go to the Papa Smurf cam just to see what he can see. Don't make fun of me. I don't know the hotkeys all the time. We're gonna watch him right now. I'm not moving. This is what he's doing. He sees on his radar that there are are his ships. There's also all the other ones. He has 375 potential energy. He's draining it very, very quickly because he's using that cloaking right now, and he goes uncloaking to just try to get some of that energy back. It looks like he was able to go around. Very good map awareness to make sure that he doesn't, get caught off guard by a Guardian, by everybody else, by the entire red side who really wants to kill him because he's a very high, valuable ship. E-Key. Yeah, I know that one. We have the entire blue side trying to farm while, the red side's moving on back. GetOSC has 541, Kano has 758, and Bob has 652. Also the Afterburners. Superman Coco has the Spawn Broodlords and Corruptor combination, doesn't have the Adrenal Overload right now, so he's kind of just slow moving it right there. They cost so much. 150 out of potential 375, plus you can spam the E key, or the B key. You can really just waste that energy super quickly. He needs way more than 375. Double that, triple that, that's probably what he really wants. Looks like Trigger's going to move on in there. Trigger, I'm not sure if he knew how close Papa Smurf was. He couldn't see him, though. Oh, the Plague on the Ghetto. Now, Ghetto does have Biosteel, but it doesn't work when you're taking damage, so right now it's still moving. Elon Musk takes a nuke. He wants to nuke Mars, but he got nuked himself. We got GetOSC pushing in there. We got the entire blue side trying to defend, rallying around their troops. Trigger moving up. 11 upgrades on the back on the longboat missiles right there, and it does do a lot of damage. It wasn't quite enough to scare off Elon Musk. Elon Musk is going to make it on back to base. Nephilim is going to be there. He has the rapid regeneration. There's nobody who can heal Zerg ships, so he's going to heal himself every time he gets 100 energy out of a potential 250. Elon Musk 218. Mayor going to be 160, has the lockdown. Nephilim 100 and Soul Shatter right there. Oh, and it looks like LZMETG Lizmegdi is going to be just back at base. He has not moved, he has not upgraded. I think he's just a zombie ship right now. But with all that, the blue side is at a one ship disadvantage, plus they have all of this line of siege. Look at this, Tempests from Molo, House Sky Furies, these MaffumanCasting's, Broodlords, all pushing back, all doing all that stuff. The red side doesn't want to stay, though, because they were able to push through that line. Elon Musk has Hardened Shield, and that is super helpful, especially against Tempest. These Tempests are unupgraded. Papa Smurf uses his cloaking device right there. Doesn't want to take any extra damage, even though they're at 0. Molo, warping back, 617. MaffumanCasting has 267, not very much money right there. 360 right there. Bob 474. Will he make it back to base, though? Will the nuke be ready? It's not quite. 16 more seconds. And Kano is going to move in there. He has Yamato. Kano Yamato. He really wants to do some damage. Will he commit? He might actually do some damage. Got a great shot by Soul Shatter. Kano launching it right there. To actually retargets to hit Nephilim. A shot on Mayorsk would have done a whole bunch of damage. Not necessarily killed him, though. Bob, you're going to be there. Has going to use his afterburners. Keep on moving away. Can move it up to from 1.82 speed to 1.82 plus 0.3. Almost a little bit faster than 1.96. Nuke being used on the Leviathan right there. Will this be enough, though? We got Ghetto SC taking a whole bunch of damage from Papa Smurf. Papa Smurf has 8 beam, but that wasn't quite enough. The only where the scan and lockdown is, that's a good question. There's actually some lockdown on Trigger. Trigger has it, doesn't, and is just trying to keep on moving. We have Kano. If you can see it, you can shoot it, but you can't quite reach it. And it looks like MaffumanCasting just wants to slow farm push up the side, wants every little penny that he can possibly squeeze out of the left side's farm, stage left. But Elon Musk is moving back. We got Papa Smurf moving out because he was able to get back to base and farm. Mayorsk has a lockdown, wants to use it. MaffumanCasting taking a whole bunch of damage. Guardians, high damage, low health, and low armor, and that's exactly what the Void Rays try to target. But look at that. We have Ghetto SC hitting them right there. Or was it Ghetto SC? Yeah, there was Ghetto SC with lockdown. Elon Musk taking some damage right there. Also has the lockdown on him from Trigger. It looks like we have Bob moving in. 11 upgrades on his backlash rockets. That's so much damage. The Hardened Shield, he can't use it right now because he doesn't have any energy. Plus, he was lockdown. So he couldn't quite do that right there. It does drain 10 energy plus for 10 seconds, 100 energy, but it also stops you from using abilities. It looks like Mayorsk gonna move it on the side. Gonna be trying to not take the damage from all of the firepower from the plasma barrage. There is a vortex. They haven't seen it, so they're not sure they know if it's there. But it looks like Trigger being burned down, and it is going to be used. Vortex hit. Swing and a miss on Papa Smurf. Great picking up a battle cruiser right there. Battle cruisers do have the ability to scan lockdown. That's one less ship that can possibly detect him. Looks like we do have Kano has scanner sweep. So many lockdowns. Poor Colossus, buddy. You have 400 potential energy. You possibly need more. You also don't want to take any more damage. Nephilim, tank all those shots for him. Good job. The Leviathan had to go in there and tank damage from Molo's Tempest as well as these Sky Furies. Even though you generally don't want to take damage, you don't want your allies to die either. It looks like MaffumanCasting has 469 money. Nice. 766 from Molo. Looks like there's a little bit of a frigate on Void Ray action. The frigate's has a long distance damage dealing range right there, and Papa Smurf is sneaky with cloak. He's going to use his charge. Now the scan is being used, but Papa Smurf is just outside of the scan range. Look how wimpy the scan range is. It's at 6. The beam right there is there, and what? The Dreadnought gets out of combat, out of the base just to die. It's like getting out of lockdown and being like, nope, too scary. Social anxiety is a thing. We have Nephilim trying to take some damage, just trying to farm up right now. He needs more energy to use rapid regeneration all the time. That's basically almost a requirement with how many ships are against him. It's now a 5 versus 5. Arguably, the Dreadnought that was killed wasn't necessarily in action for most of the game, so you know it's basically 5 versus 5 even. The blue side was able to get a kill that I guess counted slightly more. We have Kano spending his money, Ghetto C 364. We have Bob 759. We have Superman Coco 96. Not very much money right there. 53 from Molo. They really just wanted to protect to get back to base and not die. They know how dangerous Papa Smurf is right now, and he's just trying to get that farm. 10 beam already, but the speed is important. The Void Ray beam is actually relatively slow, at least the capital ship one. The damage that you do against interceptors and light farm units always is at 0.23 on your phase disruptors. That's the little tiny, it's the non-beam beam option. The prismatic beam can shoot faster, but it takes so long. It starts off at 0.5, so he's making it quicker, but it's not quite enough that it's faster than his anti-minion beam, anti-minion blasters. Just yet. Elon Musk taking a whole bunch of damage. Basically, he's holding down that D key as he's playing, and what that does is just make sure that the hardened shield is used whenever possible. He has 400 energy, and he's just basically using that, constantly holding down the D key. And Kano is taking out the Papa Smurf back at base. Look at that. He was back at base and taken out, and Papa Smurf survives it. While we're talking about the hardened shield troubles that Elon Musk was having, and he has so little health right now. Will this be enough? Mayerk, so little health as well. We have Bob shooting up. Bob takes out the battle cruiser right there. We have Nephilim, Soul Shatter, almost out of energy though. Will this be enough though? He's going to keep on burning. He's going to keep on burning. If Papa Smurf made it down there again, he could possibly pick up another kill. But it's just so taxing because he had to make sure he wasn't dead himself. It was a 1 versus 1, and the pointy Void Ray made it and got that kill. We got Bob making it back to base, 482. Superman Coco, 379. Still has Spawn Broodlers and Corruptors. Doesn't have the Adrenal Overload, but has 525 energy to try to support that. It will recharge faster, but it's almost necessary to do the other ability, Adrenal Overload. We have Molo 274, has the Warp and Tempest, has the Vortex, and we've seen some Plasma Barrages. We have Ghetto SC. The nuke is on a 16 more second cooldown, so it makes some sense to kind of get back to base, recuperate, and make sure you don't get picked off. Because if you're alone, there's always a chance that a cloaked Void Ray can come in, and if you can't see them, you can't shoot them. Even if you can shoot them, they might have enough health to kill you before you can kill them. It's really a commitment unit. Commit wrong and you definitely will be punished for that. It's not overpowered, it's just very dangerous. Lockdown helps though. But it looks like the Elon Musk is going to try to protect him. He has antimatter missiles. He's not a missile boat, but he does need to have some amount of DPS to try to do something. Soul Shatter has the Cypher energy now to gain energy, 700 potential, so he has a lot. Plus, if he can drain somebody else's energy and give it to them, right there, use it on Bob. Bob's 275 energy is now going to go to Soul Shatter. Not all of it, 25% of that. However, that means that Bob can't use his afterburners. Beautiful plague right there. Beautiful shot right there. Burning down Bob. Bob can't repair, has to go back to base if he wants to not be permanently injured right there. We see how low it gets. Molo moving up. Molo has the Vortex. If he can Vortex, that would be fantastic. He's going to use his Barrage to keep on doing damage, kind of chasing down Elon Musk. He's firing everything. He's firing all of these shots. After you upgrade the Plasma Barrage, after a certain point, it keeps on shooting until you're out of energy. Elon Musk moving back. Soul Shatter made it back to base. Just trying to play it low and slow, has all the cool abilities, has all of the, a good amount of farming capability. However, it knows that he's a Overlord, has to be careful, doesn't want to run into this wall of damage right here. Tempest at 7, and even Broodlords at 5. Bob, moving back. Beautiful plague again on the frigate. It looks like the red side's moving on back, not trying to take too much damage. Elon Musk pushing up. Molo, 400 money. Looks like Get OSC 267, MaffumanCasting 500. Finally has a good amount of money right there, able to farm. Bob 165, but really trying to play a dangerous game right now. The Void Ray using the gas doesn't press the cloak until he absolutely has to. Get OSC moves in there, scares him off, and uses that lockdown on Papa Smurf. Bob has 22 upgrades on Backlash Rockets, 214 damage, attacking 10 times each time it does 214 damage at 11 range. He is a monster, but the cloak can negate that range advantage. If you can't see them, you cannot shoot them. You don't have the ability to detect as a frigate. You could get mines potentially, but that's a kind of like a career path change. Possible, but requires a bit of investment. Looks like MaffumanCasting has the Broodlords at 12 right now, and really the reason why he was able to farm is because of the wall of siege ships right now. Bob moving back. He wants to get back to the range of the battle station. Will it be enough? Papa Smurf smartly knows that the battle station can detect. He's going to go around the rocks. He only has 90 something odd. He uncloaks because he cannot be seen because of the rocks blocking. He got rock blocked, or the red side did. Fantastic pickup. Almost got the frigate right there. It looks like the rest of the blue side's hanging out in this gas cloud and trying to farm the best they possibly can. It is a 4 versus 4 right now, and all 4 ships have been with us from the very beginning. Tempest only at 7 upgrades because Molo has everything else in the book. He has Vortex, he has Plasma Surge, he has Plasma Barrage, which is upgraded 3 times as well. So his interceptors are upgraded, not as much as they could be. His Tempests are upgraded, not as much as they could be. It's just kind of a combination. Everything costs money, and every upgrade is permanent. So he has to kind of commit once he's chosen something. But he had to choose so many different upgrades. Unlike, let's say, Bob, who says, "Hey, I'm here for long distance damage dealing. That's what I'm doing. If I get close to this Leviathan, I'll try to kill it. If I get close to the Colossus, I'll try to kill it, or the Overlord, I'll try to kill it. If the Void Ray gets cloak and tries to shoot me, then maybe I die, But that's not necessarily his role. I really wish that MaffumanCasting had something like Dark Swarm that would help out fantastically. Molo uses the Vortex, and it just is a swing and a miss entirely. Bob, you crazy man, trying to be Bob the anti-builder and try to take down structures with this warp prism. But even though he does a bunch of damage, he was only able to get it down to 1/4 of its life. Looks like the red side is moving back. There's a slight farm advantage, however, there's a carrier, so I'm not even counting the about 200-ish money differential up there. Because carriers just cost so much that they even cost more than Void Rays. So it's understandable that the side with the carrier kind of needs more money just to stay competitive. It's like buying a sandwich in New York. It just costs so much more money than it should. We have Get OSC moving up there. He has the lockdown, does nothing against Overlords. He uses it against something. It does do damage against the Colossus right there. It only attacks mechanical units, so 1, 2, 1/2 of the team, it doesn't affect. He's going to use it against once it does. Oh, Bob, you want to go in there. Oh, Nephilim, you don't want to get nuked from behind. Bob's going to use his afterburners to run away. We got a Molo launching his Plasma Barrage. The nuke is going as quickly as possible, but it's not going as very quickly. We have all these missiles shooting, and Bob is the one who takes out the Leviathan. Get OSC, though, very low health. And will he make it back to base? No, he does not. Papa Smurf picks up Get OSC, and it looks like that was just 3 right there. Beautiful warp back. Soul Shatter taken out. He just burns down by how much damage there were and how many of these little Broodlords tickling him away to death. With how we have Elon Musk, full health, getting back to base, didn't want to die. Looks like it's a 3 versus 2, but those 3 ships are very, very different ships in general. We have a frigate, which is a long-distance damage dealer, has no ability to detect, could get mines. Again, it would just be starting up a whole new career path with it costing 150 and you know, taking away from his range, his missiles, thing that he's been, you know, tried and true for such a long time. There we go. We have some Dark Storm from the Guardian. Long distance, damage dealing, slightly different than the frigate in the sense that he didn't upgrade acid missiles, so it's more like upgrading his Broodling strikes to kind of be better at sieging right now. He could get a Parasite, and that might be a requirement at this point. Then it looks like we have Molo, the long distance carrier. All 3 long distance. That basically means what they do not want is to be cloaked and surprised. And like this, Superman Coco finding out how pointy that Void Ray is, using that you know, Dark Storm right there. Oh, swinging the miss from Molo, really trying to catch him. Bob is going to go 1 versus 1 on this Colossus, and it does get a laser beamed for his efforts. Oh, he's going to turn around again, trying to juke the Void Ray. It's not going to quite help right there. We have Molo moving in. The Vortex is already being used, and now it's being launched. He's launching everything he possibly can at Elon Musk, and these Tempests are just shooting everything in the area. This is exactly where they want to be. However, we have Papa Smurf burning down Molo, taking out Molo. Elon Musk taking the final kill. Team effort right there. And it looks like Elon Musk is going to take so much damage. Oh, come on. 1 or 2 more shots. 1 or 2 more shots. He's so close. He's being burned. Oh, no. The little buddies. Oh, great job. The little baby broodlings were trying to fly through the Chrono Rift from Papa Smurf to attack Elon Musk. Elon Musk had just enough energy to recharge his shields. He was gonna keep on attacked, maybe even burning down. But because he was able to get 16% of his shields back, that's just 2,000 shields, able to survive that little last onslaught of broodlings. It looks like Papa Smurf is now going to be attacking. These are the Molo Tempests. However, there's no more Molo, and Molo is going to be YOLO'd out of there, burning down right there. We have Superman Coco has Spawn Broodler and Syd Corruptors, has Dark Swarm, and now just basically has to like be defensive, be defensive. I used to spell defense absolutely incorrectly because of StarCraft. Fun fact, because it was usually spelled differently. I think like the English, you know, European spelling versus the American spelling. I think there's a difference. If there isn't, then I just can't spell. But that's okay. We got these battle stations being defensed right there, always having that detection. Now Elon Musk went from basically being like beaten down all game with a whole bunch of energy deny abilities, lockdowns all over the place, never having enough money for basically anything. Hardened shield, recharge shield, all of his abilities he wants to use, he couldn't use them. But now there's nobody else who can drain him. So what it is just him, like, you know, being like, hey, wait, I can actually be the tank that I was born to be. Looks like Papa Smurf going to dive in there while Superman Coco is attacking Elon Musk. This Void Ray stays on the battle station. He's going to keep on burning it down, keep on burning it down. Will it be enough? He won't make it back. No, he actually does make it back. He uses the cloaking field. Dangerous stuff right there. These Broodling strikes, 92, plus the Broodlings themselves. I will try to click on them eventually. However, the Broodling strikes themselves do about a third of the Broodlings do about a third of the Broodling strike initial damage. So 92 to start, plus 1/3 each tickle. Let's see if we can find any on him. Wait, click on it. No, there we go. 40. 40 is about a third of 90. It's close. And they have a relatively significant amount of health. If I can try to click on them, yeah, there we go. 104. Yeah, 104. So these particle disruptors are not doing very much. Luckily the what's it called? The Broodlings die very quickly. However, in that time, they are doing almost their full amount of damage because these particle disruptors are only at 12, not shooting down the broodlings, much to say anything else. We got Elon Musk, has 400 potential energy, uses that recharge shield, getting his health back. MaffumanCoco taking a whole bunch of damage right now. Big beam, big lasers all over the place. MaffumanCoco is trying to use the defensive battle station. It's the only thing he possibly can do right now. Stay defensive. D-E-F-E-N. Anyway, we're going to go back to the game. We have Papa Smurf trying to farm. He doesn't want to dive in all the time, though, to take out the battle station. Has to make sure that he has enough money. He can just be kind of defensive. MaffumanCoco doesn't have the detection, the wiggler, the parasite, and taking a whole bunch of damage. There's very little armor that he can possibly do. He's just getting that health right there, and he is going to be dove in and taken out. And there is your game. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Pretty dynamic game right there. Press like, press subscribe. We are doing StarCraft Star Battle all the time. Make sure to send your replays to MaffumanCasting@gmail.com.